What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be showing you the first half of me surviving 100 days in Minecraft Hardcore on the brand new 1.19 Wild update. I did not have time to get the second 50 days done, but do make sure you subscribe so you are notified when that comes out. But without wasting any more time, let's hop into it. My only goal for day 1 was to find a village. So instead of chopping wood or anything like that, I mainly just explored the world until I found one and headed to sleep. This was a extremely short day 1, but nothing all too noteworthy really happened. I started day 2 by killing the golem for some iron and crafted a sword and pickaxe with it. Then I mined some hay bales for food, trapped a farmer and sold him all my extra wheat, crafted a fletching table for easy emeralds, and went to sleep. The next 10 days were pretty boring, so I'll sum them all up here. But let me quickly mention a few big things that did happen in these 8 days. I started a giant bamboo farm. I found a ruined portal that was completable, but I did accidentally misplace the block of obsidian, so we'll just check that out later. Found some diamonds while mining for iron, and that's about it. For the majority of these days though, I just mined wood, mined bamboo, traded with villagers, killed iron golems, went to sleep, and repeat. On day 13, I was finally done with my trading. I got a full set of diamond armor from my armor smith, and got a diamond axe and pickaxe from the toolsmith. So now with this new gear, I head towards the ruined portal from before, and you won't believe what happened next. So now that I had already found the Nether Fortress, I went straight to blaze killing. I also got a Wither skeleton skull. How lucky. From day 14 to day 16, I returned home and started preparing. I bought a bunch of arrows from my Fletchers, bought some ender pearls for my cleric, and started heading towards the stronghold. But I had to return home on day 17 because I did not bring enough blaze powder. So after a bit more grinding, it was day 20 and I was able to return to the stronghold. Once I got to the portal room, I decided to risk it all and, well, that dragon's dead. Being serious though, you've seen the dragon fight a million times, and I don't want to make you go through it again. So I just skipped it. Going through the portal to the outer end islands, I actually almost immediately saw a city with a ship nearby, so I found the safest route to it and went straight in. When I returned home, I crafted up a shulker box and put all of my valuables in it. Now, I don't really continue worlds after the Ender Dragon, so I was unsure what to do at this point. I decided to try out a raid, so I started boxing up villagers and getting ready for it. On day 25, I built a massive tower so I could get some high ground on the raiders. This could end up backfiring terribly if something like a Vex flies up and pushes me off, but I was willing to take that risk. On day 26, the raid begun. The first few waves were pretty simple. Take out a majority of the raiders from my tower with a bow, and finish the last off with melee. But on wave 3, things got a bit more complicated. Now, there were Ravagers, which are very easy to take out from my tower, as I learned later, but I didn't know at the time, so I was just kind of shooting arrows and running. But after not too long, the Evokers appeared. They dropped totems of Undying, which is exactly what I was looking for. They were super hard to take out though, because of their fast speed and annoying Vexes. Eventually though, after a very long raid, I could finally claim victory. besides the fact that I ran out of time and didn't get Hero of the Village. But most of my villagers had been killed anyway, so that effect would barely matter. I did get like a lot of totems though, so hopefully that will supply me for the rest of the 100 days. On day 30 I decided to start on a sheep farm. I don't really know what I was thinking, to be honest, but I didn't finish it until way later onto the playthrough. On day 31 and day 32, I decided to continue on the sheep farm. But midway through day 32, I did decide to go back to the stronghold and grab some bookshelves and shelter boxes. It took me a very long time to find the stronghold again though, because I was looking in the wrong direction. Once I got home on day 36 with all my books, I decided to craft up my 15 bookshelves for future use, and then get started on a villager breeder. This is just a simple design where you have to manually give the villagers food, nothing special. But by day 38, they were producing a lot of babies, which I would be able to use for my iron farm once they've all grown up. On day 39, I crafted my enchanting table and finally gave my gear level 30 enchants. I got some pretty good ones like Fortune, 3 on my pickaxe, Sharpness 4 on my sword, and more. On day 40, I went mining for iron so I could get the rest of the resources I needed to make my infinite iron farm. This was made very easy by Fortune. From day 42 to day 45, I just worked on my iron farm. It went really well and ended up being one of the most efficient designs I've ever used. It's just crazy how simple these farms are nowadays. I decided to finish up my sheep farm next, as I plan on doing some netherite mining at the start of the next part using beds, which required me to go to the nether and mine up some quartz. After that, I just kinda spent a long time trying to get 2 more sheep into the farm. On day 48, I started an automatic melon farm, but it was going to be quite annoying to make with all the resources it would need, so I didn't finish it just yet. But I didn't just do nothing for the rest of the day. I got started on Project C, which is something I'm starting to try and clean up my world and have a nice, clear land for me to build my base on. So this means destroying village houses, any random structures I've made along the way, and generally just collecting the resources from them to use in the future. Nothing too interesting happened on day 49, and the footage for day 50 corrupted. But I got about 5 stacks of iron in an hour, which is excellent. But besides that, I sadly have nothing more to show. This has been a super fun experience, and I'm excited to hear your guys' thoughts. This is my first ever 100 days video, or really my first Minecraft video in general, so I'd like to know your thoughts on the pacing and such. I personally like much more fast-paced 100 days videos that skip over all the boring days, but definitely let me know your guys' thoughts, and I'll keep that in mind while editing part 2. But that's all for today. Bye guys!